Thank you so much for having me. Again, I'm Representative Erica Thomas. I represent Smyrna, Austell, Powder Springs, and Mableton. Do I have anybody living in that area? Okay, just me? That's fine. I'll represent myself today, it's fine. But thank you so much for being here today. And before I even start, it would be inappropriate for me not to say thank you for all that you do. You leave your homes, you leave your families to help our foster youth in the state of Georgia. Can you please give yourselves a round of applause for that? We need you. And I don't know if everyone knows my story, but I grew up as a foster child. And I didn't have a CASA. But if I did, I know that it would have helped me more than ever. We need just someone that can say, you're doing okay. You're going to get better. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be all right. Those simple, small words, and you don't even know that it can really touch and help that child years later. Because I'm pretty sure my caseworker from years ago didn't know I was going to be the state representative. Because I was a wild one, okay? She probably like, oh, thank God, she made some of those lunches for me. But anyway, another thing I'm excited about is this 19% raise for caseworkers. Isn't that amazing? Well overdue. When I talk to legislators about making sure that we get this raise, I said we like our caseworker, but making sure that they get the raise. I say it just like this. Caseworkers, even CASA, are just like doctors. They're 24 hours a day. They may get a call at 3 a.m. and have to go transfer a child, or 2 a.m. and have to do some paperwork because a kid has to move from one home to another home. So they deserve doctor pay. Now, when I said that, they're like, I don't know about that, but we'll give them the 19%. But I'll take it because it's a lot that goes into helping these foster youth. I also want to say Happy Black History Month to everyone out here. And I can't stay too long because we do have to be in session on the House floor at 10 a.m. But I want to make sure that I let you all know that as being a foster child, it is so important to have mentors just like you. And the craziest thing is, I know that your kids don't tell you every day. I know that your foster children, they don't say, oh, thank you so much for being my CASA. You might get one of those, you might get two. But I want you to know from experience that you matter so much in their life. You are so important. Sometimes the CASA is more stability in their life than a caseworker or than their family. Sometimes you're there more than anyone else in their life. And one thing I do know is stability matters for these children. And it's one thing that is so important that is taken away from foster children every single day is stability. And you are that one stable person that they have in their life. And it's needed and it's so very much important. And so you have to keep your head up. You have to make sure that you keep going. You have days, I know that, you're crying sometimes when you come from these homes. That you might be depressed sometimes when you come from these homes. And you're thinking, what can I do to help this child? How can I move forward? I've been doing the same thing. I've been trying to switch it up. I've been trying to do better with this child, but I keep getting the same results. What do I do? The best thing I can say to you to do is to just be there for them. Just keep being there for them. Don't throw in the towel, because so many other people have thrown in the towel for these kids. But you are the one that is here. You might not feel like what you're doing is getting to them, but it is. You just have to stay patient and keep staying with that child. Because if y'all remember one thing I said today, and the number one thing that y'all want you to remember is stability. Can we say that together? Stability. One more time. Stability. That is the key thing for these children that they need. And you are it. You are it. I was talking with some of the representatives from CASA, and they said it's over 2,300 of you all serving over 10,000 youth last year. That is amazing. 10,000. You know, I'm sitting here, right before I walked up, and I'm like trying to do the math. There's 2,300 of you all, and y'all serving 10,000. That means y'all are doing a lot. Y'all are really overcoming a lot of barriers because you're serving so many children with so little, And this is volunteer work. I think this is so amazing that you do this in volunteer work. So I want to say a few more things, and then I'm going to get out of here before the speaker finds out I'm not on the House floor. I want to leave you with a quote. Now, it's so funny because my staff is not here with me today, but usually every time I say something about a quote, they always get nervous because I always mess them up. So don't Google this quote after this, okay? So it's a quote by Martin Luther King, and it says, "Faith is taking the first step without seeing the staircase." And by you being here this morning, helping these children every single day, I want you to know that you are already on that staircase. Thank you so much.